Hi guys, welcome back to Daily Dreamer. Happy Monday to you. I don't know how your weekend went, but I tell you, I've been having some crazy dreams. I have so many dreams. It's hard and almost impossible to share them all with you. However, I'll share a bit of one that I had last night. It was quite interesting, and then we'll discuss it. So I wake up, come to, and I am in a waiting room, and I'm being handed a ticket. And there are all kinds of entities there. I mean, entities I could never even imagine. Didn't have a bad feeling. I just sat down and I just was mesmerized. So I started looking around. And over a course of time, I'm looking through and I see vehicles being kind of like on an assembly line. So I look over and convey a thought. What are we doing here? And the other entity relays the answer: vehicle maintenance. Vehicle maintenance? Well, what vehicle maintenance? I am my own vehicle, so where's my vehicle? What am I waiting on? Well, just as I go to ask a question about where's my vehicle or what kind of vehicle could I possibly have in dreamland, there is a person that walks in, and my God, it looked as though this person was in a serious tattered mess. I mean, he was just disheveled. He was dirty. He was, things were torn. And then I look through like this window and I see what obviously is his vehicle being glided through, because this vehicle was just in ruins. Really, it should have been just unrecoverable, but it appears like they were going to try for him. So they handed him a ticket. And he sat down and did this great big sigh, and all I could do was feel for him because I knew that he was definitely going to be there for a hot minute. And so then, what happens? I don't know. I was respect to consciousness, but man, my heart sure went out for that guy. So guys, what on earth do you think that dream meant? That was just one of like four. Let's go find out what we think the dream meant, shall we? All right, guys. So what do you think the dream means? Well, I'll tell you what I think it means. I think it has something to do with the fact that maintaining our vehicles and why it's so important. And I'll tell you why I think it's extremely important that we maintain our vehicles, because it has everything to do with what we spoke about yesterday, manifesting your dreams, your desires, and your reality. Think about this. The secret to manifesting is believing it is already yours. We spoke a bit about yesterday about how our attention directs our intention into a focus point of unlocking our ability to create our own reality. And when you are sitting there with your vehicle and all you can think of is negative thoughts or negative things or stuck in grief or mental torture, you don't ever make way for anything possible and good and new to come your way, because you're always getting caught up in your cycle. Your vehicle is stuck, if you will. It needs to be taken in for a tune-up. When our energy moves from our mind outward into the physical realm, it's carried by the vehicle of intention. The world becomes a reflection of our will. Our directed intention is transporting our ideas. So it's really important to keep that vehicle up for maintenance. Because if it's not kept up and you get stuck, then you're not going to be able to have a world now that reflects something that you want, because you're too busy playing catch up. You're too busy playing, avoiding all of the disasters that will come your way. Because our minds are so capable of conceiving things, whether they be good, bad, ugly, evil. We can conceive, but we don't understand that the power of intention has its way with the world. And when it does, when we focus our thoughts on something that is bad or ugly or negative, that intention gets that focus going. And pretty soon that's all you can see. You can't quite see anything outside of that. So it's really important that you maintain your vehicle and its maintenance, if you will, to help you understand that you can manifest a better future, a better life now for you. Without this vehicle, absolutely nothing is going to be possible for you. We know that our minds are very creative in themselves. This is the reason why 5 minutes a day is going to be important to you, so that you can clear out the negative mindsets and beliefs that no longer serve you. It is a very important vehicle. Nothing, absolutely nothing would be possible if we didn't maintain this vehicle. So you've got to take care of it. Otherwise, you're going to be stranded on the side of the road. And it just takes 5 minutes a day, folks, for preventative maintenance. Is basically what that is. So that you're not having and manifesting griefs later on down the road for you. How strong is your intention, folks? Do you know that? Because just as our health and energy levels can fluctuate under various circumstances, so does the power of our intention. It can be dull or it can be finely honed, much like an axe or a quality craftsman tool. This treasured gift of intention that we all have is the primary method by which we create our personal realities. When it is strong, it is a creation itself. It is the alchemy of the cosmos, the single thing that makes possible the construction and deconstruction of anything and everything. It is true, authentic power. Cultivating intention opens the door for all possibilities in your life. So let's take a path towards that power, shall we? Let's start doing these vehicle maintenance. Let me put my coffee down. My cosmic coffee. That's not how we do vehicle maintenance, folks. That's just an added bonus. There are many effective methods, though, for strengthening the powers of your intent. But understand that most of this is not an instant thing. This is something that has to be cultivated over time. It's like a garden. You can't just start doing something and expect it to happen. It's a long time process, because all of our traumas, all of our ways of thinking were a process to get there. And so too will cultivating this. So don't expect something to happen overnight. You have to be patient with it. Remember, we spoke about this yesterday. Just take one thing a day and change it every single day. Put that new habit in place for you. Just make sure that if there's anything that you succeed at, or reaching that goal every day, is doing something for yourself. Even if it's just 5 minutes a day, but make sure you do it every day. That's preventative maintenance. Okay? So understand, once again, these are not instant fixes. It doesn't happen like that. It's not an overnight thing, because we were not given, brought up that way, if you will. Practices have to be developed through personal power, through gradual and daily development. So you've got to hone your skills. And honing your skills, mind, body, and spirit. Okay, those take time. You take time. You're a masterpiece. Masterpiece always in word. Over time, it does build the human being up to be capable to take on anything at that point. That is why making sure and fortifying your intent is very important, if you will. You can participate in sports. That's always a good thing. Great movement is highly beneficial all the time. You can integrate practices like martial arts, yoga, tai chi, qigong. Those have been specifically developed over the courses of centuries to unify powers of the mind and the body together. So those are always great little exercises to start, putting into your routine, so that you can fortify your spiritual and mental well-being. Vehicle maintenance. There is meditation. It purifies your intentions. We always want to make sure things are pure. The simpler, the better, correct? There is self-reflection. That's important, because, we always need to maintain a vessel to keep the negative junk out. Remember, cleansing it out. The oil changes are important. There's creative visualization and affirmations. There is the medical physical power of language in itself, and imagination can be breathtaking if you understand it. The power of your thoughts, the magic behind them, if you understood them, is just amazing. It can create your reality, folks. It's why you got to keep them pure. It's why you got to keep the maintenance up. Words themselves, we know they act as spells. They do. You put them out there. They have the power to build up or tear down someone completely. That's why words are very important. So when you sit there and you tell yourself, oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm a moron. Oh, I messed up. Oh, God, I'm stupid. Those are spells that you're putting out there. Okay, so you got to be really careful about your words, folks. Affirmation is the use of language to program, reprogram the mind. That's what it is, and it's an affirmation. I'm the best. I am loved. I got this. Put out the positive spells. Reorganize them. Okay? Operate that new pattern for yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Tell yourself how successful you are. Give yourself some kind words today. There's being a witness. That's always really good. You learn to observe the happenings in the world and in our personal lives without judgment. That creates space in which we can choose how to react rather than being a victim of circumstance. So that's always good. You want to be a witness because that means you have the strength to look deeply into the suffering of the world so that you can gather the strength to want to change yourself and the world for the better. So that's always important. There is what we know as manifesting now. Manifesting your reality, your thoughts, directing that attention into the intention or the intention into the attention to make it happen. Okay, so manifesting now. These life practices, if you can do these, you have the power to unlock your capacity for creating your own reality. You start adopting a way of life that includes daily cultivation for yourself and for your personal intent, and you will actively participate and manifest your own reality. I guarantee it. I mean, your energy is your thought and intention, and it will make itself happen to you. It has no other choice. You want to gain the experience to have a more meaningful life? Well, folks, take 5 minutes a day and maintain that vehicle. I'm telling you, it's worth every bit of it. Till next stream, guys. Thanks so much for joining me for the Daily Dreamer, and many blessings to you.